Video will be titled Where Black People Go Wrong, Went Wrong. The main reason black people are so fucked up is a lack of knowledge of themselves, their history, their place in America, and a lack of an agenda concerning their place, where they're placed, where they're more like where they are placed within the system of America. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean is that the dominant society in America are white. You know where their place is. They put themselves at the top. You black person is placed at the bottom. And they control you in a lot of ways. They know that you're starving for an image that you can identify with, something that you can see, someone that you can see. And so what they do is they hire black people, other black faces who you will immediately identify with because they look like you. And they will give them a role to play for you. And you'll gravitate towards it, but the role is pretty much always going to be stereotypical and very negative and detrimental to the black psychology and mind. And it's oftentimes very subservient to white people and white society. It's just like NWA, right? They always talk about NWA put fear in white America and this, that, and the other. No, NWA did not put fear in white America because white people know that a bunch of niggas, a bunch of wild niggas, they can easily eradicate them. And they know that a bunch of wild niggas is only a threat to other black people. You see what I'm saying? You know who white people feared and hated? They hated like X Clan shit and Public Enemy. They hate black people who have pride in themselves. You know, and call white people out on their bullshit. Those are the black people who they hate. But where black people go wrong is that since slavery and afterwards, we all black people should have a black mindset, a pro-black mindset, and it should be drilled in their heads from the time that they're children. Black first, black first, black. That's what it should be all day long. Black, 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 black. And I ain't talking about the black foolishness and shit neither. Black people should be the smartest motherfuckers on this planet because black people can't afford to be fools. Because your foolishness, black foolishness, will be taken advantage of, and it will be used for those individual black fools destruction, and it will be used to destroy other black people. When I was young, I sought out. I was a history buff, and I sought out black history. I sought out black stuff, black authors and shit. And I was like 10 and 12. You know what I'm saying? And this is Eldridge Cleaver's Solar Knife. I suggest any black man gets this book. It's a great book. It changed my life in a lot of ways. Another book would be Elijah Muhammad's Message to the Black Man. And I'm not a Muslim. Remember that. I'm not a Muslim. I don't agree with that. But there are some great things in that book that can help black people become a better group of people. And without even becoming a Muslim, take that part out of it. He speaks a lot of common sense in that book that we should use and can use to become better and a stronger group of people. And we lack a cultural identity, so they give us an identity which is always negative, self-destructive against black people. And the thing about black people is they don't understand how the system works. I'm gonna give you a good example. You know, like remember the killing of Sean Bell and Trayvon Martin and numerous innocent black guys. You know why that type of shit goes on, and nobody really gives a fuck. And it's been going on for centuries. I'll say centuries. It's been going on for centuries. I'm gonna tell you why. But in the modern era, I'm gonna say it's because of this. Niggas don't understand that they use hip hop as a weapon to give black people this negative image, black males, this negative image, and black guys who are not criminals will look at rappers and they'll take some of that because it's something that they can identify with and something that they can attach themselves to. They'll take the dressing, the dress, the clothes, and all that type of shit. So they use the rappers to give black men a national image, and it's a negative image, and it can be used to justify pretty much everything that is done against a black male or black people in general. So you could take an innocent black guy who he might Trayvon Martin, for example. You know what I'm saying? He wore a hoodie, and they'll say, "Well, he dressed like a rapper. Um, that's why he got killed. If you stop wearing hoodies," which is a load of bullshit. And the thing about black folk, we support people who are not black. We support black people who are not pro-black. Steve Harvey, Kerry Washington, and a boatload, or Barack Obama, and a boatload of others. See, black people are starving for a goddamn image, someone you can look at on TV and identify with. But 99% of the motherfuckers that you see on television who are black are not pro-black. They're not going to put those type of black people on television. Black people who are in the know, black people who know what's going on, they see the genocide that's taking place. They're not going to put those people on television. And then and here's the downside to a lot of that too is you got the type of black people who take advantage, like so-called black leaders, who take advantage of black people and use them for money. There's a lot of those out there too who talk that black shit, but and they'll talk that black shit for decades, and they'll blame the white man for everything. But you will never see them build anything for black people. There's a certain organization that I'm thinking about, but I'm not going to say no names. Every black person needs to have a black consciousness, and they need to know the history. We need to study every fucking thing, because being black, you cannot afford to be an idiot, a fool, because all of that will be used against you in every way possible. So this is where black people went wrong.